Hey everyone, how are you? Hi. Oh, hello, lovely folks. Looks like we have a nice crowd here already. Anne is here. Hello, Deb and Drayton. Hi. I'm so happy to see both of you. Carmen is here. Hi. Takara. Hello. Numberless Dreams says Wednesday accomplished. I love it. Another book lover is here. Hello. Noza is here. Hello. Hi. Gemma is here. Sarah is here. Mike and Aridin, I said your name correctly, is here. Oh, wonderful. Author Chris is here. Hello. Yes, we made it to Wednesday in one piece. As far as I know, you're all in one piece. Annette says it's been a very long week and it's only Wednesday. I know. Akubio is here and says hi. I didn't change my hair. This is just grown out and I just like straightened it. So it's, hi, wonderful. Oh, so it's different people are saying, so Anne says this week has flown by. So time is an illusion and it's all just based on perception. Jazz hands. Oh, another book lover says I might be in and out tonight. We're reinstalling the microwave and stove, but the backsplash is done. Fantastic. Oh no, COVID side effects. Is that from the second vaccination or okay, you are vaccinated though. Okay, good. Good. Oh, I'm sorry about the side effects. I get my second vaccination tomorrow and I'm a little nervous. Tim and I got a case of ginger ale so that tomorrow, if the vaccination just like slams me, I'll be able to just like rest. And yeah, my schedule's pretty clear for tomorrow too. I'm just pretty much planning on either getting some good focused work done or being bedridden with COVID vaccination side effects. So we'll see how that goes. Puzzle night for Numberless Dreams. I love it. Terry is here. Hey, hi. Oh, hi, Charlie's here. Hello. Annette says, ADHD, I have no linear perception of time. I understand that. Oh, fantastic. Oh gosh. Yeah, Deb says we had the Johnson & Johnson, so waiting out the 2 weeks. Gosh, I hope you guys are okay. I cannot read French, but reality isn't relevant. Perception is everything. Yes. Perception is truth, isn't it? That's something I used to teach when I used to do, I used to give talks about personal branding and do's and do nots for creative professionals on social media. And that was one of the things I used to teach is that perception is reality. Like you curate what you look like on social media and it doesn't matter what platform you're on, you're always curating your image and being very selective about what you put out there. So you're creating this like second reality and it gets kind of weird because is it honest? Is it authentic? Often no. So that can get kind of problematic. Oh, Marissa's here. Oh, good. Oh, Drayton, you're so nice. So Drayton had an interview this week. So if you're on Discord, there's a link to Drayton's interview. I don't remember what channel it was on, but it's over on our Discord, our Writers Mastermind. If you're not a member of our Discord, it's free. It's a great community. There's just so many warm and generous people there. Let one of our mods know, just say like, hey, can you invite me to the Discord? And someone will invite you to the Discord and we'd love to have you join. But Drayton says, Sarah, I name dropped you and Girl in Space in my interview that came out this week. So expect a huge surge in listeners. LOL. I love it. Thank you, Drayton. That is so kind and thoughtful and generous. And I do truly appreciate that. Okay, Deb says, doing well, thanks. Just had a sore arm for 4 days. Holy cow. That is a lot of days for a sore arm. Yeah, my first shot, my arm was just sore that day. And then after that, I was fine. And I was like a little sleepy, but like that was it. Good. Cryptid Next Door is here. Hello, Tania. Tania says, hello, I made it. I feel as if I am emerging from an abyss. It's been a challenging month, but I'm happy to be back. Oh, that's fantastic. Tania, I am happy as always to see you. Welcome. Welcome. If you're here and you're not commenting, welcome. If you are not able to comment, it's because, well, it's likely because if you recently followed me on Twitch, there's like a 1 hour delay where you have to be following me for an hour in order to comment. It's just troll prevention, because we don't want trolls here. Nobody wants trolls, really. So yeah, you should be able, if you just started following me, you should be able to comment in about an hour when we'll be doing our writing. And so just, yeah, shout out, let us know you're here. If you prefer to lurk, go ahead and lurk. Lurkers are welcome. You don't have to say anything. I know a lot of writers and creators are deeply shy and deeply introverted, and I completely respect that. Charlie is discovering a love of fruit by the foot. Charlie, you're just one of my favorite people. So I really hope you're enjoying your fruit by the foot. Oh, Aki's here. Welcome. How is your hair? I feel like that's a weird thing to ask, but I remember you got some kind of like fun and funky green hair, which sounds amazing and delightful. So hi, welcome. I know that I feel like for a lot of people, I know for like Tania and Augie, like maybe things have not been fantastic lately. So let us know how you're doing. I just, oh, Wildberry Pop-Tarts. Oh, we weren't allowed to have those. But those were the ones with like the purple and blue like frosting, right? Like they were like a weird kind of crazy color. Oh, you split dyed it bright green and bright blue. That's really cool. Oh, Deb says I put peanut butter on my, you put butter on your hot Pop-Tarts. I read that as peanut butter initially, and then I was like, oh, so if like you have a strawberry Pop-Tart, then you have like a peanut butter and strawberry jelly Pop-Tart. But no, just butter. Butter is good on everything. I don't know. I will put butter on everything because it is the most delicious food. Drayton, I am that way too. Yeah, Myers-Briggs says you're 49 introvert, 51% extrovert. I'm that, except I'm flipped. I'm 51% introvert, 49% extrovert. And I really don't know what to do with that, other than to just run into a room screaming, hug everyone, and then immediately go hide. Like, I think that's how I deal with that split. Oh no. Sarah's working on a school paper from hell. Oh no, finding quotes in the whole Sword of Truth books is madness. You're crazy. Oh my gosh, Sword of Truth. I read those. I think I read those when I was in high school. Wait, right? Sword of Truth. I get the Sword of Shannara and the Wizard's First Rule and all of those books kind of mixed up in my head. But that's Terry Brooks? Buff. Wisty is here. Hello, Wisty. Good. Takara, had a good writing day. You wrote a poem and you're working on part 18 of your superhero story. I love it. Mary is 99% introvert. And then there was that little dangling T there from the comment. Oh, that's Terry Goodkind, not Terry Brooks. Thank you. I get everyone all mixed up. Shannara is Terry Brooks. Okay. Yes. Thank you. It's been a long time. Hey, BB Hermit is here. Augie says I'm doing better, not perfect yet, but I'm about to have a whole weekend staycation with hubby for his birthday. Oh, I love it. So I'm very excited for that. Hiking, chocolate chip cookies, and a blanket fort planned. Talk about like an introvert's dream come true. Oh, that's fantastic. Annette says, planning on working on the work in progress tonight. So yes, if you want to let me know what you're working on tonight, I would love to hear that as well. Annette says, planning on working on the work in progress tonight, and I'm behind myself imposed ridiculously high goal. as long as you realize it is ridiculous, and that when you have something self-imposed like that, you are allowed to be a little bit flexible, and you don't have to like murder yourself to get it done on time. So be gentle with yourself. Ooh, Terry, this is a good question. Terry says, question for everyone. Do you write better if you have a whole day to write? Or do you write better if you're writing around like a schedule? Terry says, I discovered I am the latter. I know for me, I write better if I have like a whole dedicated, like giant chunk of time with no distractions, just because if I'm like popping in and out of my creative work, once I'm out of it, it takes me so long to like find my place and like get back into my creative mindset again. And again, this is like a deeply individualistic thing. So like everybody's probably going to have a different answer. But for me, I write better if I can have long interrupted chunks of time so that I can actually, I just have trouble focusing. So if I have the time and space in which I can focus, I write a little bit better there. Oh no, Marissa, been homesick all week. Your boss brought you flowers for Employee Appreciation Day? That's so sweet. Oh, and I'm glad you're starting to feel better. Yes, when all the writers are named Terry, it's okay to mix them up. Hey, Cheyenne is here. Wow, we're getting all of these like beautiful, amazing people who I haven't seen in a while. Hi. Cheyenne says, coming up from a little mental health dip, so I'm feeling pretty good. I love it. Good. Working on writing scenes for my first audio. Hey, your first audio drama. Doing like a little celebration head bob. That is awesome. Oh, we missed you. I'm so glad you're back. BB Herman says better writing in 1 to 2 hour chunks. Yeah, I guess it depends on what you consider like a lengthy chunk of time too. If it's like 1 to 2 hours, if it's like 8 to 9 hours, if it's like 6 days. Yeah, I guess a lengthy chunk of time can be also very relative. Ooh, finishing a character profile, says Anne, for my child character in Shadow of Truth. Oh, good. So I can add it to a scene that's a little flat. Good. Sounds like you know exactly where you need to inject things in order to bring it to life. I love that. Where is this masterclass? The new N.K. Jemisin masterclass on fantasy and sci-fi writing. It's marvelous. Is that one of the like trademark masterclass things? Because that sounds amazing. Oh, cool. Good. Oh my gosh. Well, let us know what you think about that. And if you have if you have like a giant takeaway, let us know what you take away. Drayton says, Deb finished the alpha read, good, on Dances with Aliens, and we brainstormed an even better ending. Oh, I love that. So I'm doing a small rewrite on that tonight. Critique partners, even if they are your spouse, and probably especially if they're your spouse, critique partners can be just invaluable. I know that my partner, Tim, has really spurred me to consider new considerations, to consider new avenues, new roads for my characters, has encouraged me to remember what they're motivated by and like what they want. So that is beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see. Author Chris says, working on the second episode of the story I'm planning on releasing via Kindle Vella. Excellent. The second episode of that story. Fantastic. Mike says, now that I'm working from home full time, I'm excited that we're going and doing things after our vaccinations that isn't in the house. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's so weird. Like even before the pandemic, I'm self-employed and my partner, Tim, is self-employed and we both work from home. We used to like treat ourselves going to like a coffee shop to like work during the day, and that was always fun. But yeah, not being able to do that, well, Oh, love it. Love it. Catching another book lover is I tried to say Camp Nano and catching up as the same word, and it did not work. Another book lover says, I'm still catching up on my Camp Nano goal. Lots of poems I need to write. Yeah, how is that going? And what are you planning on writing tonight for that? I would be very curious. Good. Oh, I love it. Mary says, I bought a new notebook that has a really diverse group of people on the cover. Beautiful. I've decided this is now my series character Bible. I'm working on setting that up tonight. Mary, I love it. That is fantastic. Akubio is writing rap lines for a character who's a rapper, but as Akubio says, I am not a rapper, so it's difficult but fun. That sounds awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm getting a little behind. Takara, I'm kind of with you. Takara says I need the whole day. My attention it's just so hard for me to pay attention. It's so hard that I need focus and I need it to be uninterrupted. And like, honestly, I think that's part of why, here, let me go on a little tangent about myself. Like when I have things scheduled on my calendar, I kind of tend to dread them because I know that that's time that I can't be creating. Noza says, I need to have plans time an hour or two. If I have a whole day, I will faff the time away. Yes, yes. Drayton says, I write best in the morning and then I go to work and think about it all day. Oh, that's cool. So then you sort of have, we talk, it's like putting your bread. I've been watching a lot of Great British Baking Show, putting your bread into prove. It's like, okay, just going to let it do its thing. Let the yeast interact, whatever happens when dough is proving. That's fantastic. And it's also like, sometimes if you write a huge thing and then you let it sit in a drawer for 3 months and then come back to it with fresh eyes, this is like the miniature version of that. And I really like that. Jason says, long, exhausting day, but I'm taking the next 2 days off as planned mental health days. Yes, Jason. Yes, Jason. Good, good. Yes. You have to respect your mental health and understand what you need for your self-care because burnout is real. And it's so detrimental for creatives. So I'm proud of you. That's fantastic. Tim says, I think setting aside a whole day and taking breaks can coexist. Yes, Tim is very good about taking breaks. And I actually could stand to learn from Tim on this. Another book lover says, I write better when I have dedicated time to work. Anne says, I'm flexible, but I don't spend the whole day writing because I love to go outside when the weather is good. Well, and that's good for writing too, like taking a walk, getting some fresh air, getting your blood moving, keeps you from getting stale. Augie says, I should write tonight, but I'm alone for the first time all day. I'm very introverted, so I want to do fun things and play The Sims tonight. Oh, that actually dovetails perfectly with something that I like to say during each of these streams. If you are... if you're a creator, hi, welcome. If you don't have anything to work on tonight, if you feel like pushing yourself tonight or working on something creative tonight will be detrimental to you instead of fulfilling, if you're burned out, if you're feeling the edge of burnout, you can like hang out with us and like play video games. You can stare at a wall. You can doodle, like whatever you need to do for you tonight. Whether you are creating or doing something that refreshes your creative spirit, that's what we're here for. So yes, play those Sims, play all the Sims. Oh, hey, Damien's here. Hello. Okay, yes. Oh, fantastic. Noza says, tonight I'm working on the next chapter of my novel, which may turn into planning and plotting. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I love this. It's an urban fantasy food service sitcom. I'm loving it, says Cheyenne. So that's for your new audio drama. I cannot wait. We need more sitcom audio dramas, honestly. Hey, Poxy's here. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Namuna's here. Hello. Damien says, excited to work on new scripts that aren't going to be as hard to write as that one from last week. Yeah, it sounded like you had some struggles with that. So... Good. I'm glad that you get something that sounds kind of like chill and enjoyable. Like that's good. That's good. Let's see. Carmen is working on that NaNoWriMo project. I love it. Hoping to break 14,000 words today. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, Midoriya is silent tonight. You can't see her. I'm actually perched on the very edge of my chair and she's sitting behind me like on the lumbar thing. Like she likes to snuggle back there and sleep. So she's asleep. Yeah, I won't smash you. Hi, do you want to say hi? Can you say that again? Oh, that was so small. Say it again. Hello. Can you talk? Can you say hi? She's just glaring at me, so we'll take that. Oh, was that you? Hmm. Anyway, but yes. Yes. Tim says I'm a little too good at taking breaks. You know what? I feel like there's like some kind of happy medium that can be achieved in there. There's probably a happy medium between like not taking any breaks and like, taking too many breaks. Good. Awesome. Fantastic. Cheyenne says, I work well in a deadline because I'm a procrastinator, but sometimes I just need to randomly pick up a notebook and scribble if my scheduled times have felt a little flat. Oh, good. That's why these sessions help me so much. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Mary says, I've been away for a while now because work is trying to give me a mental breakdown so that I come home each night and collapse into a puddle of mush. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mary. Oh, good. But Mary continues, I have good news. Let's celebrate with you. Next year, I'm officially an elementary school librarian. Yeah. Awesome. We are here to celebrate with you, Mary. Congratulations. Congratulations. Poxy says, I'm going to be using tonight's Create Along to work on a new D&D campaign. This time it's pirates. Heck yes. Pirates are very popular in this group, so I think that you will fit right in. Tania says, tonight I'm hoping to get my head back into my Magic Forest story, which I haven't touched in almost a month, but I suspect I will be spending time with my calendar instead of attempting to get a handle on the last 2 months of my kids' school year. Oh, spending time with your calendar instead attempting to, yeah. Oh gosh. Can you do half and half? Can you do like 30 minutes of one and then 30 minutes of the other, just so that you get a little something for you in there as well? I know, but you do you. But I would also like suggest doing something for yourself in there too. Pinball Princess says, hoping to get some writing or something in today. It's been a wild month, LOL. It certainly has. It certainly has. Dragon Borger says, I was going to go hard editing tonight, but I'm not feeling it anymore. Having a rough time lately, so I'm watching a docu-series about British castles. That I feel that. Again, if you do not have the creative energy in you tonight to create, that is absolutely fine. Make sure you hydrate, and also make sure you're taking good care of yourself and replenishing your creative energy so that when you are ready, you can come back and work on your stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Yes. Tania says lots of mental health time commitments tonight, which makes me feel a bit better about my rough month. Clearly, I'm not alone. You are not alone. To everyone hitting that mental health reset time, me too, and big hugs. Thank you for saying that, Tania. It snowed again, so we had snow outside today, and it's just like, in my mind, I'm conflating like winter and COVID and this whole pandemic and just every bad thing. So I think this is a tough time for a lot of people, and I'm so glad that you are sympathetic with each other. Oh, beautiful. Marissa says, I've never tried writing in the morning, but I've got a great porch with a beautiful view. I'm hoping to eventually start off mornings sipping tea and reading or writing out there. It's like the best start to a day ever, especially if you add a delicious buttery croissant. Oh, cool. Tim says, working on a scene involving lots of different layers of ambience. So far, I've got ocean, wind, a creaking pirate ship, shouting crew, and a couple layers of like a magical force field that the heroes are investigating. I thought the sheer amount of giant blocks of ambience would help cut back on the sound effects, but it's still proving to be a complex balance. Yes, Tim, please know that we are here and rooting for you. We are here and rooting for you. Dahlia says, working on editing the copy for my cat zine. Yay! And some design for it. Terry is working on your fiction podcast. Beautiful. I love it. Wisty says, I find I can turn out a lot if I have the whole day to write, but sadly, that's not my reality at the moment. So I'm getting better at giving myself small spurts of time during the week to write. Sometimes we just have to make do with what we have. And it's a lot of being a writer, I think, is about being resourceful with the time and space and energy that you have and respecting your own time and space and energy. So I'm really glad about that. Hey, Steffers is here. You're never late. You're never late to this group. Like, you just arrive when you need to, like a wizard. Let's see. Ooh, Cryptid says, I'm going to start another writing project today. Maybe this one will stick. If it does, that's fantastic. And I hope you have fun. And if it doesn't, then you can just start a new one. I don't know. Deb says, I've got another diamond painting project on the table. It's a vase of white lilies with teal coloring. Ooh, I bet that's beautiful. Ooh, oh, sunsets in pink and purple. Beautiful, beautiful. Gemma says, I find I'm more focused if I have short 1 to 2 hour writing sessions. Long sessions give my mind way too much wandering time. In the end, I get about the same amount of work done in a 2-hour session as an 8-hour session. Oh, what am I thinking of? That is, it's not the Peter principle. There's some kind of like principle that says your work will expand to fit the amount of time that you give it. So like the same project, if you give it 2 hours, it'll take 2 hours. If you give it 8 hours, it'll take 8 hours. Like your project will expand to fill the time that you give it, which is why often it's important for creatives like us to like set deadlines and say, I want this done by Friday, because otherwise we will dither along on the project for weeks unchecked. So absolutely, absolutely. Oh, good. Good for you. Steffer says, I reached out to someone I admire in the audio drama community to see if they'd be interested in participating in the production of my show. I'm kind of freaking out. Hey, we are sending you all of the love and luck, Steph. That is fantastic. Congrats. That is so good. Good for you. Oh, man. Let's see. The goldfish principle. Yeah, I don't know if that's what it's called. Oh, do we have a birthday? Oh, it snowed last week on your birthday. Oh, that sucks. Oh, good. Annette says, I made ice this morning knowing you were going to say to hydrate. I plan to literally drink water because of this event. Yes, if there's one thing I can do with my life, it is to get you to drink more water. Yes, hydrate. Hydrate, don't dehydrate. If Davis was here, I'd be telling him to take a sip. So take a sip. Oh, I like this. Jason says, it feels like we're right on the cusp of a big transition. The crumbling end of one sad era leading to the promise of something better, something hopeful at least. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that. Steffer says, morning pages are not for me. I'm a night owl, so my most productive time is always at night. I like waffle between morning, evening. It's just, I'm not very good with like committing to time. Mike says, I can't wait until things open up, because if I can go somewhere else, like a library, bookstore, coffee shop, I write because I made an effort to go there. At home, not the same discipline. Yeah, for me, like going somewhere also feels like an accountability measure. Like people are looking at me and I had better not be on Twitter. Like I'm here to write. So a little bit of pressure. Tim says, anyone know where Jimmy is hiding tonight? I haven't seen Jimmy. I know he was planning on coming. He might have gotten tied up with something. I'm not sure. Yes, good. Take a drink. Take a sip. Everyone, here, we're going to take a moment. We're all going to hydrate. Okay, I've got my water. Don't you just feel better with all that nice, cool water going through your system? Like, so good for us. Oh no. Katie is now saying to Damien often, hydrate, don't dehydrate. I can't escape it now, Sarah. I can't escape. Well, good. Good. I don't want you to escape hydration. Oh, I know, me too. I miss coffee shops. I miss them. I miss them. I've been making my own really good coffee at home, but it's just, maybe it's the 49% extrovert in me that misses going to coffee shops and seeing people. Although I have to be careful where I go because, you know, people, like, you see people, you run into people who want to like talk your ear off, and you're like, okay, I want to respect like our acquaintanceship, and like, yes, it's great to see you, but also I've got a lot of work to do. And I struggle with gently extracting myself from a conversation and like getting to work. So for me, sometimes it can be kind of difficult, like when I run into people I know out and about. So like, I don't know, but is that any better or worse than me distracting myself at home with Twitter? Who knows? Oh, Tim says, I feel like I could get so much more work done at the public library study room. Yes. Well, and once we're vaccinated, which, you're going to be a lot sooner than me, because I'm getting my second shot tomorrow. So hopefully that's coming up soon. Good. Oh, geez. Don't get murdered, Marissa. Marissa says, I nearly spit out my water, which is the opposite of hydrating. It's very windy and a hand-shaped branch just hit my window. And even though I'm on the second floor, I was sure someone was coming for me. Oh my gosh, you're being like haunted. You got your own jump scare. That's horrifying. Oh, that's lovely. Noza says, there's something about the atmosphere of a coffee shop. On Saturdays, I used to go to a cafe where a French-speaking club met up, and it was so lovely to have chatter in another language around me. Yes, 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 yes. And Charlie says, GIF of Leonardo DiCaprio with whiskey agreeing vigorously and pointing. Yes, agree with that. Oh, Jimmy's here. Jimmy, people were just asking about you. There's like, if you scroll up in the Twitch chatter, there's a lot of wondering about where you might be and whether or not you were going to like pop out behind. Sorry, I said it wrong, Tim. I know, it's GIF. I like second guessed myself as I was saying it. And then I said it and I was like, Tim's going to say something about me saying GIF instead of GIF. And then you did. I know you so well. Mary says, remember when Sarah thought someone was creeping outside her window and we were all sure she was going to get murdered while we all watched helplessly? Yes, I remember that very vividly. Don't get murdered. Marissa, stay safe. Yes, Jimmy is here. Choosy mom, choose GIF. Choose GIF. That's amazing. Oh, good. Jimmy, that's awesome. Jimmy says, I had a phone call from a friend who wanted a little know-how about book publishing. Turns out she called you, and she called the right person, because Jimmy has published a book. Oh, thank you. Kathy says, good luck with shot number 2. Premeditate with Tylenol. No one needs to remind Sarah to hydrate. I am like so hydrated. I'm so hydrated. Life motto. Yes. Don't get murdered. I love that. Terry says, I've threatened anyone who murders will be haunted by me. And if they think I'm a pain now, wait until I'm a ghost. Oh my gosh, I love that. Hey, JC is here, says, first time here, I can't hear you. Let's see, it looks like you're on Twitch. Can anyone on Twitch do some quick tech supports? Because I don't know what the... Sorry, I was just reading. Tim says, I used to think that Jif commercial where the butter knife spread whole peanuts into smooth peanut butter was real. It was a really effective ad campaign. So yes. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, it sounds like other people can hear okay. So I hope that you get the sound. Yeah, you may have to refresh the page. I hope you figure it out because I say a lot of great things. Yes. Okay. Deb says, Jimmy, I want to read your book. Jimmy's book is available. Jimmy, I'll let you do a little ad for your book if you want. I don't know. Oh, good. Okay, JC found it. Good, 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 good. So yeah, welcome. Welcome to all new people here. I'm so glad you're here. Chat motto, no murdering, and that definitely goes for Sarah or anyone named Sarah or Sarah adjacent people. Okay, this may be too much to get on a bumper sticker. Oh my gosh, I should make bumper stickers. Anyway, should we get to creating? 7:35. Let's go ahead and start. Those of you who have a project you want to work on, awesome. Work on your project with us. Those of you who need the evening to breathe or relax or read a book or do some journaling or play some Sims or Stardew Valley, you do you. Whatever you need to do tonight to rejuvenate and fulfill your creative spirit, I hope that that is what you do. I am going to be writing Monday's Dear Creators newsletter, and I'm still going back and forth on what topic I'm going to write about, but we'll see. It'll come out when I write. I'm going to put up our banner here. The way this works is we get together and we chat like this for like the first 30, 40 minutes, and then we'll write together for about an hour. And then we'll all come back at 8:30. You will be summoned by the gentle yeeting of the Alpenhorn, which, if that doesn't make any sense to you, it will at 8:30 p.m. Yeah, until then, I mute myself. So if you would like some background noise, all this talk of coffee shops remind me, there's a lot of like really good YouTube channels that provide ambience, and like you can like watch like a lightly animated coffee shop in the background. Just look for like ambient coffee shop sounds or like nature sounds or whale sounds, whatever it is, your favorite playlist, whatever you want to have in the background while you write. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, hey, Liz is here just in time. Fantastic. Okay, yes, not murdering sounds. Drayton suggests that you don't play murdering sounds in the background unless you're writing a horror novel, in which case that might be inspiring. So, all right, I'm gonna get to work, and yeah, you ready? Because I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself, and I'm gonna get to work. So, okay, I'm gonna mute myself, and I will see you in 43 minutes. Is that how math works? 53 minutes? 53 minutes. Okay. I don't do math so well, but I'll see you soon. Welcome back. Hello. Yes, it was a very gentle yeeting. I didn't realize until like halfway through the Alpenhorn was playing that it was like my computer was so quiet. And then I was like, well, if I hit the like up volume button, what is going on? Oh, then oh, should I play it again? Well, I mean, at this point I've been speaking, so like I mean, it's we'll play it louder. I'll play it louder next week, and it will be less less gentle. Although when I do play it loudly, I get people saying like, "Oh my gosh, you gave me a heart attack." So yes, yes, and I like I get anxious, and so like I unmuted myself like at 8:29, and then I was like, ah. I gotta be ready to play the Alpenhorn, and then I just like was clicking around doing stuff. So you might have heard me clicking as well because I have a loud mouse. But hi, how was it? How are you feeling? I didn't get my my newsletter finished, so I'm kind of bummed about that. I spent a lot of time waffling um, between topics. I'm not 100% sure what I wanted to write about. I have this thing with my newsletter where I feel like I need to be like some kind of ultimate authority. And I don't always feel like an ultimate authority because, hey, guess what? I'm not an ultimate authority. I'm still learning. It's hard because like I'm still learning just as much as everyone who reads the newsletter is learning. And for the past couple newsletters, I've been trying to like ask like good provocative questions that hopefully add value to people's lives. Maybe that's even too grand, but I don't know. I found myself writing about having a daily writing habit. And then I started wondering if that was like similar or different to a writing practice. So, they talk about like a yoga practice, a journaling practice. So I don't know if a practice and a habit are the same thing. And then I got confused. So full disclosure, I don't always know what I'm talking about. Yes, and those of you, I saw some people had to leave during tonight's create along. That's absolutely fine. You being here is just completely up to you. And like if you need to like go and like feed your children or like take the dog for a walk or like hang out with your family or your cats, or if you just want to go to bed, please do that. You are not obligated like to stay here. My ego is thankfully not that fragile that if I see a whole bunch of people leaving, I get sad. So like I totally get it, and you should go live your life and be free and do what you need to do. But for those of you who are still here, I see some people typing in the comments. Anne says, I'm a good way into my character profile. I had to cut some stuff out because it wasn't relevant. That sounds like a good healthy writing session. Adding stuff in, cutting stuff out. So good for you. I love it. Annie says, I got all of maybe 3 sentences written. Nice, quiet sandboxing time at least. Good. I know generally what the next snippet is. Just got to pick out which moment of that scene. Yeah, good. Sometimes writing is more thought and less production, and that's okay. Dahlia says, edited a blog post I forgot about, and I'm halfway through the copy of my cat zine. Yay. I love it. Yes. Good. Takara got a lot done. Almost finished with part 18. Fantastic. Yeah, Jimmy says, yes, Sarah, this is exactly what happens to me 2 days before I begin writing my newsletter. I worry over it for days. And, I don't have an answer. I think that it comes down to like, well, it doesn't just come down to this, but I think part of it comes down to what we expect of ourselves and what we think people expect of our newsletter. And if you see yourself as like, oh, I'm here to solve all your writing problems or all your creative problems, then you're going to set yourself up to, have an anxiety attack because you can't. I think it's really important to remember, and I have to remind myself of this a lot, is that like, what expectations did I set for this newsletter? And I have to remember, like, oh, it's to get people thinking about their creative life and their creative work. It's to raise interesting topics for discussion. So I don't know. So I don't know if that helps or not. It did not help me tonight because my newsletter is not done and I spent so much time waffling. So Stuffer says, I'm going to be writing more after this, and I took a couple of weeks off from writing. So I read through what I've written so far for episode 6. The goal is to make progress on writing it tonight for whatever progress turns out being. Good. Stuffers, I love it. Keep going. Keep forging ahead. And I hope that taking some time off from writing just gave you some really good perspective and that it was a restful time. Practice makes habits. Chris, I feel like that's very insightful. Practice makes habits. Interesting. So the practice is the doing and the habit is the result. Interesting. Good. Noza says that was good. I might keep this going after chat and see if I can make something happen in this chapter. Yeah. And if you want to like bow out now and like go back to writing, you can just do that. You can mute me, you can leave the chat, like whatever you need to do for your creative work. Yes. Yeah, Dahlia says newsletters are hard because of that. I've thought about starting one eventually. The whole authority and giving people advice every time scares me off. It is a lot of pressure, but it's like also pressure that we're creating for ourselves. And I don't know what to do with that sometimes. And like for me also, it's like I do a weekly Right Now podcast episode and a weekly newsletter. And it's like, do I do like a crossover? Do I talk about the same topic? Am I essentially doing like one podcast episode and then one like written piece about writing every week? And I don't know, it just, yeah. So I keep the Right Now podcast for like the big topics where I know I can talk about talk about something for 30 minutes. That was a very difficult sentence, apparently. And then like the newsletters, I keep those more geared toward things that I'm wondering about and like questions that I'm asking and questions that I think other writers and creators might be asking. So yeah, I don't know. Good. Carmen, hit that goal for tonight. Yes. Super excited, Carmen says, because this is the longest project I've worked on. Good. We are excited for you. We are celebrating with you. Get it. Yes. Yeah. Tim says newsletters seem like one of those things that get easier to write the further ahead you stockpile them. Yes. And honestly, the same thing is true of podcast episodes. If I can get ahead of podcast episodes and there's not pressure to create on the spot for a deadline, it's a lot more mentally soothing. I don't know. I think my brain is starting to decay, just, between us. Me and my decaying brain. Let's see. I had to scroll back. Okay. Marissa says, I just finished translating right as the horn sounded. Good. Hooray. This chapter was 14 pages long. Oh my gosh. You are really hanging in there. And I think, I remember last time you mentioned that you didn't know if you were going to do more additional translating projects for this individual. So I'm curious what you decided for that. Oh, good. Another book lover says, I wrote a cute and fluffy poem and a more serious one. Good. Good. Marlon says, I used this time to refocus my mind. I love that all types of progress are welcome. Thank you for saying that, Marlon. Yes. Oh my gosh. And using time to refocus your mind, taking that time to meditate or to journal or however best that works for you. It's huge. I've made some of my biggest writing steps forward by taking some time just to think and regroup. It's not all about production. It can be about consideration and meditation. And so thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for sharing that. Good. Deb got that grocery list done. I love it. Oh gosh, both elderly parents. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. Get those delivered. Save yourself all of that trouble. Yes. Good. Charlie drew a thing. Would have drawn a second thing, but Charlie has a lot of work to do. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you drew a thing, Charlie. That is really, really good. Good. Numberless Dream says, I made it partway through a puzzle of book-themed pins. Puzzle of book-themed pins. Interesting. I completed Keep Calm and Read On, and I like big books and I cannot lie. Cute. Cute. Okay, that sounds adorable. Pinball Princess says, I looked at my creative stuff, but I'm just wiped out. I think my brain just needed pointed, quiet time instead of random, aimless quiet time. Good. Good. Good, good, good. I hope that you got the pointed, quiet time that your brain needed to refresh itself and flourish. Good, 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 good. Yes. So back on the newsletter topic, Jimmy says, for me, it comes down to remembering why I wanted to do it in the first place. Yes, useful and fun. And knowing I'd better write something, so I might as well. Oh, did I say useless and fun? Useful and fun. My gosh. Sarah needs a glass of tea and Sarah needs to go to bed, apparently. I'd better write something, so I might as well do that. Useful and fun. I found all of your newsletters to be useful and fun, Jimmy. I mean, each one has like made me think, and that is a good thing. Annette says, I wrote some lead-ins and finished off a few different scenes in my work in progress. Didn't get as much done as I wanted, but now I can start fresh without feeling guilty about my unfinished scenes. Yes, sometimes you just need to wrap stuff up. You need to put a bow on it so that you can put it aside and move forward. So, Annette, that is wonderful. Good, good. Waffles. Deb is thinking about waffles. I think I missed something. Oh, because I was talking about waffling. Okay, sorry. Yes, that just... I am not always, maybe this goes back to like earlier, my difficulty with the math of like the time. Like usually I'm good at math, like not today, apparently, not today. Cheyenne says, got a few small scenes in the first episode done, trying to introduce some characters in the restaurant. It's fun tossing random fantasy bits in to make it extra interesting, but not too completely insane. Oh, that sounds delightful. Cheyenne, I love to see you having fun with your project. Like, that's really, really cool. That's really, really cool. Tania says, I'm spending my evening with my calendar, sorting through my kids' schooling, dance classes, and swim meets. While that's not specifically my creative work, it does help me clear up my brain and ease my stress so that I can focus more on my writing when I do sit to work. Yes, again, sometimes we just need to get the clutter out of the way. So, Tania, I'm glad you got some of that clutter out of the way. Drayton, for your newsletter, Drayton says, I just cheat and share memes and stuff other people post in my newsletter most times. More like, what did you miss this month? That's awesome. Yeah, and that's like totally an option, and it takes some of the pressure off from like having to create like super meaningful content. And like doing it monthly is also very smart. Damien says, as for tonight, I'm waffling. I might not have gotten anything new done. That's okay. I went back to the script from last week and put another layer of polish on it before sending it to my script editor. It sounds like that's exactly what you needed to do. It sounds like that you did what you needed to do. So I think that's absolutely fine. I don't know. Good. Yes. Jimmy says, you all killed it this week. Seriously, I've not written anything but my newsletter for a week. You good people edited stuff and filled up your creative stew pots, and good grief, wins all around. Yeah, but don't compare yourself to that. Jimmy, I wrote one sentence in my newsletter and then I got lost in thinking about it, and also maybe, you know, doing other stuff for an hour. So it's like, it's okay. We're not always going to be like magical creative unicorns or even stabby unicorns every week. So yeah. Yeah, Chris says perhaps the newsletter should be an expansion of the podcast. Oh, like, hey, listen to my episode and here are some like things to think about or like questions to ponder. See, that's a really good idea. So I'm going to be thinking about that. Thank you, Chris. Oh yeah, no thoughts, head empty. Yes, that's me right now. Hey, Wisty says, I had a fun start with my next chapter. It feels nice after struggling for a good few weeks with the last chapter. Good. Oh, yeah. Sometimes that fresh start is just, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Me and my decaying brain, Cheyenne says, sounds like the title of a zombie memoir. What if I'm a zombie? What if this whole time these live streams have really been dead streams because I'm a zombie? Just something to think about. Something from my newsletter. Oh, you guys beat Stardew Valley. Congrats. I love it. Yeah, Jimmy, being fun is not useless. We need fun. We need fun. In fact, I don't know if any of you have like a mission statement or core values for yourself as a creative individual, as a creator or a writer or whatever you consider yourself to be. One of my values is fun. And I used to be like really embarrassed about that. But I don't know. What is my life? What is my work if it can't be fun? So I don't know. I think it's great. Oh, let's see. We've got a cat on the keyboard over at Deb's house. I love it. During the write-in tonight, yes. I went over what I wrote this morning and fixed stuff. Good. Ate pickles because Deb was shopping and I saw a picture of pickles. Highly suggestible, it sounds like. I love it. Good. Takara says my superhero story is coming to an end, but I can't wait to start my next project. Good. Takara, I love it. I love your progress. It's fantastic. Yes. Damien says, look, I'm always a stabby unicorn. Yes, yes, yes. The best kinds of unicorns are stabby unicorns. So yes. Yeah, that's a really good point. Damien says, I know a video game reviewer who used to follow up their video reviews with an article further expanding or even reconsidering points they covered. See, look at this. I'm learning from all of you so much. Thank you. Also, I'm going to go eat some food and then I'm going to like fall down because apparently my brain cannot handle anything tonight. So I get my second COVID shot tomorrow. I'm excited. If I have bad side effects, I plan on drinking ginger ale and like laying down. So I'll either be on social media a lot or not at all. So we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, if you have attended or if you are attending tonight's Create Along, thank you for being here. As always, thank you for being you. Thank you for being your beautiful, wonderful self and for bringing that beautiful, wonderful self to all of us tonight. Thank you for supporting each other and being so warm and caring to each other. I want to see more of that within the creative and writing community. So thank you for doing that. If you're new here, welcome and hello. We're just wrapping up, but we do these create-alongs every Wednesday and Friday evening at 7 p.m. Central. So that starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And again, they're pretty chill. So if you come late, it's not a big deal. If you miss a session, it's not a big deal. Just know that like when you do show up next, I'm going to be really happy that you're there. So yeah, everyone, thanks for being here. I hope that you have all of the creative abundance that you're looking for this week. I'm going to be thinking about you. Come hang out in our Discord. all of the disjointed things are now coming into my brain. But mostly know that I am thinking about you and sending warmth and creativity your way because you deserve it. So, all right, my friends, I am going to make sure that the right little banner here is up. Yes, the one that says thank you. And with that, I'm going to say thank you, goodbye, and I will see you perhaps on Friday. So bye for now.